if the federal government approves the treatment, psilocybin. The psychedelic drug in magic mushrooms has been found to help treat anxiety and depression in cancer patients. The substance psilocybin, also called shrooms, is illegal in the United States. If the federal government approves the treatment, psilocybin will be administered in clinics by specially trained staff. The treatment has had successes so far. Dinah Baser experienced a terrifying hallucination on the drug that rid her of the fear of her ovarian cancer returning. Estelyn Walkoff says the drug led her to the start of a spiritual journey.
Mainstream media just admitted magic mushrooms are safest recreational drug. Obliterating the war on drugs in one decisively earth-shattering move, an unprecedented new survey cited by the corporate press found that of all recreational drugs available, magic mushrooms can be considered safest. Of an astonishing 120,000 participants from 50 nations, researchers for the Global Drug Survey found the percentage of those seeking emergency treatment for ingesting psilocybin-containing hallucinogenic mushrooms to comprise just 0.2% per 10,000 individuals. Rates of hospitalization for MDMA, alcohol, LSD, and cocaine were an astounding 5 times higher. Magic mushrooms are one of the safest drugs in the world, Global Drug Survey founder and consultant addiction psychiatrist, Adam Winstock, told The Guardian, noting the biggest risk users face is misidentification, ingesting the wrong mushroom, not from the psychedelic fungus itself. Death from toxicity is almost unheard of, with poisoning with more dangerous fungi being a much greater risk in terms of serious harms, he asserted. Image, http://pixel.watch/QT7. Annually, the Global Drug Survey queries the planet about its drug habits, covering type of substances used and in what quantity, patterns of drug use, and whether they experienced negative effects. Reports The Guardian. Overall, 28,000 people said they had taken magic mushrooms at some point in their lives, with 81.7% seeking a moderate psychedelic experience and the enhancement of environment and social interactions. Winstock noted the greatest risk posed by magic mushrooms comes from combining psilocybin with other substances or careless disregard for the drug as a powerful hallucinogen, as he explained. Combined use with alcohol and use within risky or unfamiliar settings increase the risks of harm, most commonly accidental injury, panic, and short-lived confusion, disorientation, and fears of losing one's mind. Indeed, because shrooms can induce flashbacks and panic attacks, Winstock advised those considering experimentation to plan your trip carefully with trusted company in a safe place and always know what mushrooms you are using. Just because a trip devolves into a negative experience doesn't guarantee the user will come away reeling with long-term psychological consequences, as Roland Griffiths and Robert Jesse of Johns Hopkins discovered in a 2016 survey of 2,000 people. Quizzed about challenging or difficult magic mushroom experiences, just 2.7% of users reported having sought medical attention, while 7.6% were treated from enduring psychological symptoms, mere fractions of the 84% reporting beneficial effects from the psychedelic. That finding concurs with 2 additional studies deeming magic mushrooms palliative for severe depression and anxiety. Unintentionally lambasting the U.S. farcical war on drugs, Winstock pointed out that LSD, whose users, the 2017 GDS found, were hospitalized at a rate of 1%, came with problems due to variance in quality. LSD is such a potent drug, he told The Guardian. It's so difficult to dose accurately when tabs you buy vary so widely. It's easy to take too much and have an experience beyond the one you were expecting. When partakers practice moderation, ingesting small amounts until one becomes well acquainted with their effects, procure shrooms only from a reliable, trustworthy supply, and taking only a tiny dose to start, the ingestion of mushrooms can be made exponentially safer. Brad Burge, of the Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, MAPS, pointed out the self-reporting by users upon which the Global Drug Survey relies should not be taken as documented medical data, particularly as users sometimes ingest multiple substances, thus making the determination of cause and effect murky, at best. Additionally, What someone could cite as the need to seek emergency treatment vastly differs according to the substance, as Burge explained. With a drug such as heroin, a trip to the emergency room is a life or death situation requiring resuscitation and medication. With LSD or mushrooms, there is no toxicity and the effects wear after a few hours. However, he added, there is no known lethal dose for LSD or pure psilocybin. People don't tend to abuse psychedelics, Winstock asserted, they don't get dependent, they don't rot every organ from head to toe, and many would cite their impact upon their life as profound and positive. But you need to know how to use them. Drug laws, he added, need to balance the positives and problems they can create in society, and well-crafted laws should nudge people to find the right balance for themselves.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.